The return of spring this weekend has many folks thinking spring cleaning. And this morning, News 13's Victoria Dunkel is live with some tips for tackling what may seem like an impossible task. Victoria, I did a little spring cleaning myself this weekend, so how do we start?
Well, the whole idea is to figure out exactly what you want to do. I mean, there's just something in the air when you start having the warm weather. You open the doors, you open the garage, you go, whoa, what happened over the winter? It multiplied when I wasn't looking. And then you call someone like David Pennybaker, who is talking to me about this. You have been a very busy person here. Your business is 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Yep.
And you're one of many of the different companies and groups that'll haul away our trash for us. But there's more to it than just saying, hey, I've got junk, right?
Oh, that's absolutely correct. A lot of the stuff that people throw out is either trash, it's donatable, which is good stuff and can be reused. There's a lot of stuff that can be recycled, you know, from electronics to metals to cardboard and paper waste.
What are some of the reasons why people this time of year want to kind of get a clean slate?
I think this time of year, number one, people have been cooped up all winter, and if you're anything like me, it's like you'll start when you've got a box of trash you want to get out, you take it out, you set it in the garage.
Yep.
And next thing you know, you can't get into the garage. You know, you don't want to open the door.
Did you drive by my house? What are you talking about?
Oh, exactly. So anyway, it comes springtime, and all of a sudden, you know, you can open the windows, you open up the garage door, you're like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like, what do we do with this stuff? Let's get started. Or maybe you're changing your wardrobe, and you realize all of a sudden that, you know, you got all the stuff out of the closet, and there's a bunch more in the closet.
Right. Sounds like we're just kind of getting to the tip of the iceberg here. How about we come back in our next half hour and we really start digging in and figuring out the best way to tackle this project?
That sounds good.
All right, that's what we're going to do for you in our next half hour. Reporting live in Asheville, Victoria Dunkel, News 13.
Well, that great forecast means it's a great time to do some spring cleaning. This morning, News 13's Victoria Dunkel is getting some tips from the pros. So, Vic, how can we avoid becoming just overwhelmed?
Well, that is the thing, Holly. You look at what has accumulated, whether even it's over from the winter or even a longer period of time than that, and you can be like, whoa, this mountain's going to get me. So I'm going to talk to David Pennybaker about what we do to get started. How do we not feel like we're just, you know, sinking in this mire of stuff?
I think the first thing to do is maybe just set a goal for yourself.
Okay.
By the end of the weekend, we're going to clean out all the closets, or maybe it's a bigger goal than that. The basement's just slammed full. And
well, let's say we took on the garage, what we had in the garage here. So this is what we found that we didn't need in the garage, right?
Right.
So what do we do here? What's our next step?
Well, I think at this point we'd sort it into piles. Things we may want to keep, things we want to donate, and possibly things we want to recycle. Some of the things we may want to keep, or, you know, we may want to put the blender back.
You know, that could be helpful.
Well,
Milkshakes.
absolutely. Some of the heaters, we may decide that those need to go away. We don't need them anymore. We got a bunch of paintings we took out of the kids' rooms, whatever, and those are good shape. We're going to donate those. We went through, we found some pizza boxes and some cardboard. We put that out in a recycle pile. And for that matter, an old broken extension cord can go in a recycle pile.
Now, you've been talking about recycling. In fact, that's a whole category in and of itself. How about we come back and take a look at some ways to maybe figure out what is recyclable, what's not, and the best way to make it all get to the right place.
Absolutely.
That's our next step for you. We're going through it all morning long, step by step, so you can have a nice, clean garage, closet, house, whatever it may be. Reporting live at Asheville, Victoria Dunkel, News 13.
We are on a mission to help you see success with your spring cleaning. Let's go back out live to News 13's Victoria Dunkel. And Vic, we figured out why we feel the need to clear the clutter in the spring and how to get started. So what's next?
Well, actually, Holly, we're kind of getting a progress report here to start with. We've kind of separated things into the different piles and the different categories. And David Pennybaker has been showing us we start by having a plan. We kind of start deciding if we're going to clean the garage, the
Closets,
basement, whatever.
Yeah.
You've done a little bit of this, and we've got piles here. What have we divided these into?
Okay, so what we've done is we've sorted things a little bit. We've got our trash pile, things that are going to go to the landfill that can't be recycled or donated. Then we've got our recycling pile.
Okay.
We've come down, we've got actually some metal, swings, number 2 copper, wiring, just anything that's metal that's no good anymore can be recycled at the metal yard.
Okay.
Cardboard and paper obviously can be recycled. You can take it to Kirby, you can take it down to Lyman Street, to Asheville paper.
This
tires.
is important because of the tires.
Tires, absolutely, they can be recycled and they need to be. They don't need to be put in the river. We've hauled hundreds of these things out of the river over the years.
Because they're going to actually like chop up all the rubber that's on there, and then if the wheel is part of it too.
Yep, the wheel can go in the steel pile.
Go into the steel pile. Okay, and over here's something that a lot of people get frustrated with. They don't know how they can recycle their electronics.
Yeah, electronics have to be dealt with. Actually, the Henderson County landfill and the Buncombe County landfill do accept electronics.
Okay.
They've got a separate facility where they sort them, and then they're taken off to Green Life where they're disposed of properly. So it's really important that we keep the CPUs, monitors, old tube TVs, anything with electronics in it out of the landfills.
Doesn't need to be in the landfill. There's a great way to take care of it. But there's one more pile behind you. What's this pile for?
This is our donate pile. These are things that we decided that are actually good and worthwhile that a charity or Goodwill may like to have.
Okay, that's a big category. How about we focus on that one when we come back and wrap up our day of spring cleaning success tips?
Sounds really good.
That's what we'll do in our next half hour. Reporting live in Asheville, Victoria, Dunkel News 13.
Well, whether you are downsizing, getting ready for a move, or just want to clear out the clutter, spring cleaning can be a success with just a few simple tips. Let's go back out live to News 13's Victoria Dunkel in Asheville. Victoria, we are wrapping up with tips on how to donate our old items.
That's right. We have shown you how to get started and sort the items into different piles, the keep, the throw away, the recycle, and now the donate. Now, David Pennybaker and I have been talking all morning long, and how do you get to the point where something is something you can donate, that it has a maybe potential new use for someone else?
I think basically it boils down to, is it something that you would give to a friend? If the stuff is really trashed, torn up, and broken, the charities don't want it. They end up having to throw it out, and it ends up costing them money, so your donation's really not doing them much benefit. Things that are good, well, like you said, the box of pictures that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Housewares, pots and pans, things of this nature. Casserole dishes, anything you might be throwing away like that, good donatable stuff.
Okay. We've got some small appliances up here, space heaters.
We've got this is a granite dining room table that somebody gave us. They chipped a tiny little corner, but hey, perfectly donatable. I don't think you can see, but we've got a white leather couch back here. We've got the 6 leather chairs that went with that dining room set. No rips, no tears, not beat up. That's the kind of stuff that we're looking for.
And this is all something that you can take and donate to various charities, or if we call it on you at 1-800-GOT-JUNK, you all will come out and help us get this to the right place as well.
Absolutely, that's exactly what we do.
It is so simple. The best piece of advice that David gave all day is don't put it off. Do get started. If you think you've got some spring cleaning to tackle, the only way it's going to get to be a smaller pile is taking it one step at a time. Reporting live in Asheville, Victoria Dunkel, News 13.